Hello and welcome to this section of the tutorial where we're going to continue looking at financial calculations with the TI calculators, and in this chapter we're going to specifically look at what we call the time value of money. We all know that as we take out loans for various things, we're paying more than the cost of the item. That's just how the world works. So when you buy a house, let's say your house cost $100,000, and you take out a loan for 30 years, you're going to pay a whole lot more than $100,000 for that house. Of course, the advantage to you is that you're doing it over 30 years, that you can afford to make those payments, whereas most people don't have $100,000 laying around to pay cash for a house. So the time value of money calculator here in the TI calculator lets you quickly do these calculations, and you can do a lot of great things with it and really learn how different loan terms could really help you or hurt you. So in order to take a look at it, let's go in the apps menu. Under finance, the very first thing is TVM Solver, time value of money. And I think this is eye-opening for most people. Until you sit down and start playing around with loan numbers, it's hard to imagine how much money people pay for houses and cars when we take out long loans. So let's take a look at it. What we have in here is a bunch of variables. I'm going to explain what they all are. They're very easy to understand. But the basic idea is you fill out what you know, and then the thing that you don't know, you put the cursor on that line, and then you hit the solve button, and then the calculator is going to try to solve for the variable that you have the cursor currently on. So as an example, let's say you're going to buy a house, and you're going to take out a 30-year mortgage. So 30 years times 12 months is 360 months. So you're going to pay 360 payments, and that's what N is equal to. And actually, I should have told you, I'll do this now. Before we jump into here too far, let me go out of here and go to the mode menu. When you're dealing with money, it's a very good idea to hit the float on 2 decimal places. And that way, everything's going to look like a nice dollar signs coming out of there. So we'll go back to the apps menu, back to the finance menu, and notice that our 360 is still there, but everything has 2 decimal places. So this is how many payments you have. If you had a 5-year car note, it would be 60 payments, so you'd put 60 here. So whatever the term is that you have, however many